This tasty morsel is a sheer pleasure to look at and an absolute delight on the tongue. It is the savoury crescent, and it will have you over the moon with its fusion of flavours. In fact, it can be made with steak or chicken. Let's show you how.
For savoury crescents, you'll need the following ingredients: 250 grams or 2 cups of cake flour, 10 ml or 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 90 grams of butter or margarine, and approximately 3/4 cup of water or fresh cream. For the filling, 1/2 cup of steak or chicken, 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of garlic and ginger paste, 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of ground green chilies, 2.5 ml or 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of salt or salt to taste, 1/2 teaspoon of coriander, 1/2 teaspoon of jeera, 1/2 teaspoon of turmeric, 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of chili powder, 1 medium tomato grated, and 1 onion chopped. You may also use green pepper, cheese, tomato or chutney sauce to decorate the savoury crescent. Firstly, let's look at the method to make the dough. Sieve 2 cups of flour in a clean bowl. Then add the baking powder. Rub the soft butter into the flour. Do this until the flour mixture resembles fine breadcrumbs. Lastly, gradually add the fresh cream or water and mix together until all the liquid has been used. Empty the bowl onto a clean surface and knead until the dough forms a ball. Then put the dough back into the bowl and cover with cling wrap. Place the bowl in the fridge so that the dough can rest for 15 minutes. In the meanwhile, you can make the filling, and this is quite easy to do. Combine all the ingredients and cook with 2 tablespoons of butter until the chicken or steak is cooked. Set the filling aside and allow it to cool. Now to bring it all together and make the crescents. Remove the dough from the fridge and place it on a clean surface. Roll the dough with your hands into an oblong shape. Then cut the dough into 8 pieces. Each piece of dough will give you approximately 4 crescents, and the size of the dough will determine the size of the completed crescent. Take 1 piece of dough and roll it in the palm of your hands. Then use a rolling pin to roll the ball into a small circle, approximately the size of a side plate. Take a knife and cut the circle into 4 triangles. Place a little filling on the broad side of the triangle. Roll the dough from the broad side till the filling is completely covered with dough. Placing it in a baking tray, just bend it slightly to give that perfect crescent shape. Brush the crescents with beaten egg and sprinkle with some coloured or plain sesame seeds. Bake in a preheated oven for 10 to 15 minutes at 180 degrees Celsius. Remember, you can also pre-bake the crescents with no egg for 5 minutes. Remove it from the oven and decorate it with tomato sauce, grated cheese or a thin slice of green pepper. Then bake it for a further 5 minutes until the cheese has melted.
After a long day of fasting, the savoury crescent is well worth it. Apart from being aesthetically pleasing, the cheese and green pepper topping simply enhances the taste. A definite buka time, buka treat.